Every year, tens and thousands of tons of plastic debris are found floating in the ocean. Research shows that these plastic debris do not decompose naturally, but instead break down into smaller parts that fish or other organisms consume, confusing them as a food source. In today's report, we find out just how harmful these marine debris are to humans.
I'm standing on Niujiao Beach in Mazu's Nangan Township. Currently, it is low tide, and we can see that the beach is littered with plastic debris. Besides the large pieces of styrofoam, there are tiny white pieces scattered about. These are also styrofoam pieces broken apart by the ocean.
When these small pieces of styrofoam float in the ocean or wash ashore, birds or fish often mistake them for food.
It will affect their health, even cause them to die.
Even the critically endangered Chinese crested tern has been affected by Mazu's marine debris. A Chinese crested tern was photographed with a plastic bottle cap stuck in its bottom beak, unable to remove the cap or eat on its own.
Another bird brought a fish to eat, and the Chinese crested tern lived. He was able to get away.
Although this tern was able to survive, other marine life aren't so lucky. As the plastic and styrofoam ages, it doesn't disappear. Instead, the material breaks down into smaller pieces that marine life mistakes as food.
Upon dissecting the birds and fish after their passing, we discover marine debris in their stomachs.
Many of the clams that live in shallow waters started to die because the sediment in which they live has changed.
Not only are the clams in the wild dying, but those bred in farms cannot escape a similar fate.
We can see that the oyster's shells are metallic green. It's evident that the aqua plants, mollusks, and such are now highly polluted.
It affects the shellfish and shrimp, then fish, later birds, and possibly even otters.
The ocean's pollution is very severe. The otters live in the intersection of saltwater and freshwater, so as the pollution gets worse, I think these otters will have a hard time surviving.
In April of 2014, 2 baby otters were rescued off Jinmen's Guningtou wetlands.
Many marine lives are not able to distinguish between food and the plastic floating in the ocean. And when they digest plastic, it creates a biomagnification effect.
Fish and shrimp eat these smaller organisms. Then humans consume the fish and shrimp. In the end, this garbage ends up affecting humans too.
With humans at the top of the food chain, they too are affected by marine debris.
While in the water, these plastic pieces absorb chemical compounds such as DDT, PCB, and other trace substances from the ocean. Because of their absorption property, these small plastic pieces become very concentrated with harmful chemicals.
When these chemical-filled plastic pieces are eaten by fish and other marine life, the chemicals enter the food chain. Following when humans consume seafood, these chemicals can go on to cause cancer and other abnormalities. In the end, a vicious cycle ensues as humans continue to create more plastic that is thrown into the ocean and consumed by marine life. Protecting the planet includes protecting the ocean. Besides beach cleanups, citizens of the world must all refrain from creating plastic garbage, as it is only in working together to eliminate the source of the problem that the world can finally be a cleaner place.